Hey, everybody. Off and running on this Thursday, Independence Day edition. Thoroughbred action here from beautiful Gulfstream Park. Jason Blewett joining you beneath the bright lights of our third-floor clubhouse studios. 12 races on this 4th of July 2019, and a little Pete Aiello who's coming up next with much, much more.
12 races on an Independence Day Thursday in South Florida. It was a warm summer day with temperatures in the 90s, a fast main track, and a firm turf course. First of the day over the main track at 1 mile, maiden claimers in for $20,000. Favorite was the 6, Jamaican. Racing at Gulfstream. From the center, Dexter begins nicely toward the rail. That's Lucky Fortune showing speed, but on the stretch out, Jamaican has the best first gear, and Jamaican gets clear. It's Jamaican out of the chute on top by almost 2 over second running Dexter and third running Lucky Fortune. Curioso is on the outside. He's much closer than usual, racing ahead of Wolf Pub and Arch Star. The pace is slow early as they complete the opening quarter. The opening quarter was complete in a time of 24-4, and it's Jamaican on top a length and a half. Dexter is second, Curioso is third, Lucky Fortune at the rail fourth, followed fifth by Wolf Pub, and at the back is Arch Star. 5/8 left to go. Prado and Jamaican carving out the numbers. They lead by a length. In the two path, it's Dexter from second, 3 wide, Curioso third. Lucky Fortune is back to fourth. He's lost a touch of ground. Then it's Wolf Pub and Arch Star with half a mile remaining. Opening half mile was 48-2 as they leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. It's still Jamaican on top by a length. Second is Dexter, third Curioso, fourth is a Lucky Fortune. These top 4 kicking away from the other 2 with 3/8 of a mile to go. With the advantage, it's Jamaican, 3 parts of a length. Sanchez gets to work on Dexter. The gray is second. Far outside Curioso into the 3-path. Lucky Fortune tries to rally after 3 quarters, and 1:12-4. They're at the top of the stretch. Jamaican yet to be headed. He has an 1/8 of a mile more to get and 2 lengths to work with. Dexter flat to the boards and making no impression on Jamaican, who's kicking clear. Even money the price, Jamaican, an easy winner. Jamaican won by 5 while never threatened. Curioso second, Dexter third, Lucky Fortune ran fourth. The speed of the speed was Jamaican as we kick off the day with a winning favorite under jockey Edgar Prado. As this son of Overdriven goes all the way for Patrick Biancone Racing and Patrick Biancone, trainer, Sanford Bacon, also owner of Jamaican. Yaman in the first. Second race onto the turf course at 5 furlongs. Maiden claimers in for $35,000. These are 2-year-olds. Rider change on 6 captured the crown to Jose Bautista. A field of 8 and a wide open betting race. And they're off. Chattanooga Kid and Pricey Victory with Yeye moving up, and Yeye now takes the lead as they run to the half-mile point. Away in fourth is Venerate. Out of their fifth is Translate Slowly, then Capture the Crown. Biff is at the back with El Duque. They make their way to the half-mile grounds, and it's Yeye and Miguel Vasquez, a length and a half better than Chattanooga Kid in second. Pricey Victory on the outside third. Venerate rides the rail into contention from fourth. A 3-length margin to Translate Slowly. 3 more to Capture the Crown. Still far back, El Duque and Biff. They run to the top of the stretch. Yee has the lead. Venerate now moves to take second. On the outside, Pricey Victory in stride while third. These 3 across the course as they've gone ahead of Chattanooga Kid, who's back to fourth, and they're at the top of the stretch. It's still Yee with the lead. Pricey Victory on the outside. Venerate between horses. 1/8 of a mile to go. 3 across the course here. Venerate tries to color Yee for the top. Venerate now has the lead. Yee is second. Late run from Translate Slowly. It's Venerate and Panici in front. Yee was second, third Pricey Victory, then Translate Slowly. Number 1, Venerate gets the job done with a bit of a sustained run from mid-flight under jockey Luca Panici, for trainer Calvin Johnston and trainer Antonio Sano. Number 3, Yee was second ahead of number 8, Pricey Victory. Ran third. We'll be right back.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm, breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back now for the third race, a 5.5 furlong claimer. Price tag here, $6,250. No try, no show, no super. Scratch the 3, 4, 5. The favorite was the 2, Mr. Kisses.
And they're off. Arch Table was slower than the other three. From the rail, Northern begins the best. In between horses, Mr. Kisses, 3 wide Pachanga Party. You knew the speed would be on, and it is on. And even though Arch Table blew the start, he's got pace ahead of him, fourth and last, as they head to the half-mile point. With rail position and the lead, it's Northern and Zayas, 3 parts of a length. Mr. Kisses is second, 3 wide Pachanga Party third, and Cruz is going to try to keep Arch Table in the same area code as they round the far turn. Less than 3/8 to go. Northern has the lead. He's trying to stretch away a bit from Mr. Kisses in second. 3 wide third is Pachanga Party, and then it's still about 5 to Arch Table. Quarter of a mile left to get. Whip out in earnest on Mr. Kisses, who's still second behind Northern, who has rail position and the lead. Off the turn on the stretch drive. Northern looking sharp. He leads by 3. Mr. Kisses is not going to get it done yet, as he's still 3 lengths off the lead with 1/8 of a mile to go, and Mr. Kisses just making no ground on Northern. Rail position and the lead. A winning move for Edgard Zayas aboard Northern, who go coast to coast and win by 3. Mr. Kisses second, Pachanga Party third, and never out of last, Arch Table ran fourth.
Looked like a battle between 1 Northern and 2 Mr. Kisses. The ever-valuable rail position proved a winning move for Edgard Zayas, who got Northern home at 2-1 for Elizabeth Dobles and Owners Imaginary Stables and Ansel Stables. Mr. Kisses second, Pachanga Party third. We go to the fourth race, a 5 furlong turf event. These are 2-year-old maidens of the special weight variety. Luca Panici rides the 3 Fast Willie, scratch the 8 Forceful One. Favorites were La Americana and 7 St. Benevolence.
And they're off. La Americana flew out of the gate and opens a 2-length lead in a hurry as Monforte moves to be second. On the outside, it's St. Benevolence away in early third, then Rodeo Red and Oil Colony. Second last is Storm Risk, and Fast Willie was slow early and is last of all behind La Americana. La Americana into the far turn, leads 3 parts of a length. Monforte trying to keep up well second, 3 clear of third, running St. Benevolence. Back to fourth is Rodeo Red, racing ahead of Oil Colony with Storm Risk out wide, and still at the back is Fast Willie. To the top of the stretch they go. La Americana nursed on the front by Jimenez, leads by a neck. On the outside, Monforte trying to straighten up under Zayas. Back to third is St. Benevolence. He's running home. Less than a quarter of a mile to go. La Americana has the lead by 2. Monforte straightened up and now tries to go after him toward the rail in St. Benevolence. Final furlong, La Americana still in front. Monforte toward the rail, St. Benevolence. St. Benevolence is surging at La Americana. La Americana, St. Benevolence. Let's St. Benevolence. St. Benevolence and Lionel Reyes are in time.
Number 7, St. Benevolence, made a sharp move at a big number when making his career debut last time out. That was against Lesser, however. He takes that step forward, both in class and in ability, as he gets the maiden diploma in narrow fashion under Lionel Reyes for trainer Ramon Minguen and owners Juan Galvez and Calvin Babcock. Second, 4 La Americana. Third, number 5, Monforte. Let's go to the 5th race now. Lead off leg of the middle pick 4. Claimers at 6 furlongs in for $6,250. Field of 7. Favorites included 1 Tuesday's Rose and 2 Body High.
And they're off. A level beginning soon after Tuesday's Rose drops to last. Trap Me Later away with speed. Nikki Bella has foot toward the rail, Body High, not far away. Far outside, she nailed it. Sol Sarita into the top flight as Harati Bella's outsprinted second last. And the favorite Tuesday's Rose with pace to chase, last of the lot as they head to the half-mile point. With rail position, Body High by a neck. Trap Me Later right alongside second. 4 wide, she nailed it. 3 wide, Nikki Bella. These 4 line up here. And now Trap Me Later starts to get the better end of the deal. Trap Me Later moves to a half-a-length lead. 3 wide, Nikki Bella toward the rail, Body High. 4 wide. That's our trying to move up. She nailed it. From 5th, our Addie Bell trying to plot a course for Zayas. Back at the inside, Sol Sarita. Still last, Tuesday's Rose. And still first is Trap Me Later. Quarter of a mile left to get. Trap Me Later's had all the pace pressure, but she also has the lead. Leads by 2 lengths. From between horses, it's our Addie Bell trying to get her rally going. Down the center, she nailed it with Tuesday's Rose and Nikki Bella. Final 1/8 of a mile. Trap Me Later leads by 1.5 lengths. Our Addie Bell's Nikki Bella second and third. Body High fourth. Close to home with Trap Me Later still finding. Nikki Bella can't get to Trap Me Later, who's an 8-1 winner. Second, Nikki Bella. Third, Body High. Fourth was our Addie Bell. Then Tuesday's Rose in 1:11.3.
Upset winner of today's 5th race, number 3, Trap Me Later, survives a duel with half the field, turning away all challenges under apprentice Christian Torres. trainer Juan Arriagada and owner Mike Anderson. Second, number 5, Nikki Bella, and third was the 2, Body High. Let's go now to race number 6 on the program, the start of another pick 3, around 2 turns on turf at about 7.5 furlongs. A field of 9 went to post. The favorite was the 1, Good Old Boy.
And they're off. From the center, Sweet Caden gets the first call. Shidoshi's on his outside and moves to take second. Far outside, Sweet's being put into play early. He's trying to get over while racing a joint third. Tide of the Desert is at the rail, and Are You Talking to Me's in the 2 path. Out 3 wide, Arpanella. Good Old Boy saves ground toward the rail with Mosca second last while a bit wide. And False Accusation, the gray, is last of the 9 and about 10 lengths off the lead of Sweet Caden. Sweet Caden and Tyler Gaffleone make the pace and lead by a length over Shidoshi in second. Tide of the Desert is at the rail in third. Far outside, Sweet's now fourth. In between horses, it's Are You Talking to Me from fifth. Then Mosca, who's covered an awful lot of ground already. Good Old Boy is at the rail with Arpanella between horses. And then it's a gap of 5 or 6 to False Accusation. 5/8 left to go. With the advantage, it's Sweet Caden. 3 parts of a length, now only a half a length as Shidoshi turns up the pressure second. Tide of the Desert is there third. From fourth, Are You Talking to Me? Fifth out wide is Sweets. Far outside and Mosca destined for 4 wide on both turns today. And ahead of Arpanella by a length and a quarter, and the trailer is still False Accusation. They went 49-2 for the opening half mile. There's less than 3 furlongs to go. Up on the outside, Shidoshi now issues the challenge to Sweet Caden up front. Zaya spots an opening to get into the clear with Good Old Boy. He'll have to wheel 4 wide to do it, but he's loose and charging with Are You Talking to Me just to his inside as they straighten for the drive. Are You Talking to Me? Good Old Boy down the stand side. In between horses and Tide of the Desert, less than an eighth to go. Here's Good Old Boy, who's now in front. Are You Talking to Me is back to second, but Good Old Boy will get the job done. Are You Talking to Me second, closer for third, Tide of the Desert or Sweets.
Number 1, Good Old Boy, takes advantage of a nice pace scenario under jockey Edgard Zayas. Edgard spotted an opening to get off the inside. He did that, and the son of Freud kicked on by for trainer Mike Maker and owner William Butler. Second, number 3, Are You Talking to Me? Ahead of number 5, Shidoshi, who held on for third. Time for a commercial break. The Rainbow Six comes your way next, right after this.
And the Princess Rudy with a quarter mile left to go. 4 off the top of the turn. Race for the Kathleen O'Connell barn in front by 5 with just an eighth of a mile to go. And she's turning in this into a runaway. The powerhouse performance. She punches her ticket to the Breeders' Cup and wins by 5.
And Go Zipper is pulling away. Zapper blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Again has won. Go Zapper kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 7 on the program. Leadoff leg of the Rainbow Six. Maiden claimers in for 12,500. Jockey change on 1, Crown Real, make it Carlos Montalvo. A field of 7 signed on. Favorites included the 5, Cat K, 6, Waikiki.
Good start inside for Kitty Jack and Catalina R. Moving out the rail, Crown Real won't be far away. Snow and Lily Lynn and Cat K are sent, while Waikiki is second last, and the trailer is Market Call. They head to the half-mile point, and with the advantage, it's Kitty Jack and Jaramillo by 2 lengths. The gray, Snow and Lily Lynn is up into second. Crown Real parked at the rail third for Montalvo. Back to fourth and Catalina R. Then comes Cat K and Waikiki. Wide at the back is Market Call. 23 seconds for the opening quarter speed, less than 3 furlongs to run. With the advantage, Kitty Jack by 2.5 lengths. Snow and Lily Lynn is second to the outside of Crown Real, who's third. These top 3 have gone well ahead of the others with a quarter of a mile left to get. It's Kitty Jack and Jaramillo sharp to the top of the lane. They've opened a 4-length lead on Snow and Lily Lynn, who races from second. Crown Real is third. Nobody running home from the back. With an eighth of a mile to go, Kitty Jack appears to have it all locked up. Kitty Jack by 5. Snow and Lily Lynn trying to rally again second. In between horses, Catalina R with Cat K on the outside. Kitty Jack all the way. It's Kitty Jack in front. Snow and Lily Lynn second, Cat K third, then Catalina R in 106 and 4.
Number 3, Kitty Jack bit down to the third choice in the betting, and that was smart money, as the daughter of Admiral Kitten went geek to wire here today when making the stable debut for Gilberto Zerpa. Misael Jaramillo on board for the winning ride for the Doughblade Jack investment. Number 4, Snow and Lily Lynn was second, ahead of the 5, Cat K, ran third. We go to the 8th race now and start today's late pick 5 on turf at 1 mile. Allowance optional claiming horses in for a price tag of $75,000. Scratch the 8, So Nifty. A field of 7. Favorite was the 4, Grand Journey.
And they're off. Good start for Robin Take Charge. A good start out wide for Unionizer. They're the first 2 to hit the ground. From Cause for Pardon away in third. Grand Journey is next. Baffin Bay is toward the rail. Timmy M settles in second last, and the trailer is Vita Dolce. Around the first turn they go. Robin Take Charge with pace pressure from Unionizer on the outside. Unionizer now backs off a touch to race a length and a half behind. Baffin Bay, meanwhile, saved ground toward the rail to take third and is comfortable at this stage, racing a length better than Grand Journey. 3 wide is Cause for Pardon. Timmy M is at the rail, and 2.5 to Vita Dolce. The opening quarter was 23 seconds flat. Down the backstretch they run. Robin Take Charge has done just that and leads a length and a half. Unionizer is second. Cause for Pardon forced to make a backstretch move while wide on the course. And at the rail it's Baffin Bay. Then Grand Journey ahead of Timmy M and Vita Dolce at the back. The entire field separated by 5 lengths in the run inside half a mile from home. Robin Take Charge trying to make all here, leads by 2.5. Unionizer, Grand Journey 3 wide. Baffin Bay toward the rail, Cause for Pardon 4 wide. Timmy M gets started while looking for racing room, and Vita Dolce's at the back. They run around the far turn. Robin Take Charge with a threat from the Grand Journey on the outside. Toward the inside and Baffin Bay from third. Timmy M's going to try to follow him. Cause for Pardon's been wide throughout, and they're at the top of the stretch. Grand Journey now let go to take the lead with 1/8 of a mile left. Robin Take Charge is second. Timmy M shaking free between horses. Baffin Bay on the outside. Final 16th of a mile. Grand Journey by 2.5. Timmy M up into second, but Grand Journey will win it. Timmy M is second. It's close for third. Robin Take Charge photos with Baffin Bay. Then Cause for Pardon. 134 and 1.
Misael Jaramillo for back-to-back scores on the card as he gets number 4, Grand Journey, to the winner's circle. The son of Giants Causeway kicked on nicely for Ralph Nix and the Whisper Hill Farm. 2, Timmy M shook home for second ahead of the 3, Robin Take Charge, who kicked on gamely and ended up third. We go to the 9th race now, lead-off leg of the late pick 4. The 9th race is at 1 mile over the main track. Claimer is in for a price tag of $6,250. Scratch the 1, 2, and 5. A field of 7. The favorite was the 10, Miss Mariou.
And they're off. Clean beginning. Jansa's throwing her head around at the start of the race as Centaur is Miss Lotus Flower from between horses. That's Rapid River, and Trini Pleasure moves up from the top shelf. So Trini Pleasure will lead the race narrowly as they link up with the main course. Up on the inside, and Miss Lotus Flower now second, far outside Miss Mariou. She's in play already, and Rapid River's between horses. Then it's a gap of another 5 lengths to Jansa, the 2 at the back, Bourbon Trace, and Little Neck. Opening quarter was 24 seconds flat. Gadiel Martinez and Trini Pleasure a length and a half from the hooves of the big favorite Miss Mariou second. Rapid River is back to third. Miss Lotus Flower is now fourth. Jansa tries to pick it up while fifth ahead of Little Neck, and Bourbon Trace is last. These top 2 are starting to separate on the rest of the field, with the advantage still to Trini Pleasure by a length. Miss Mariou on the outside is second through a 47-1 opening half mile. They've opened 5 on Rapid River, then Little Neck and Jansa. That's all for Miss Lotus Flower, and last throughout has been Bourbon Trace, and we're inside 3 furlongs from home. Jaramillo looks like he's just trying to decide when he wants to blow by Trini Pleasure as he's on Miss Mariou, who's traveling much the better of the top duo. It's a gap of 5 to Jansa, then comes Little Neck with a 1/4 of a mile left to get. Miss Mariou has the lead. Trini Pleasure, emboldened by the challenge, cuts the corner and battles back a touch. These 2 after 3 quarters and 1:11 and 4. They're 1/8 of a mile from home, and they're well clear of the others. Miss Mariou wanders on the lead toward the inside, and Trini Pleasure boxing on. Trini Pleasure trying to get back on terms with Miss Mariou, but Miss Mariou just too good, and she'll win by 2 in the end. Trini Pleasure is second, well clear of Miss Lotus Flower third, then Jansa fourth.
Number 10, Miss Mariou, was a horse who literally I thought would win by 15 as they straightened away into the drive. She kind of waited around on her competition, but she got the job done just the same, responding to the class drop on the jockey Misael Jaramillo. He gets 3 in a row with this victory. Victor Barboza Jr. trains the daughter of Mark Valesky for his VEB Racing stable. Let's go to race number 10, the first leg of the Elite Pick 3 and the Thursday feature race. Richard Henry Lee starter stakes at 1.5 miles over the turf. Scratch the 6 and 8, a field of 7. Favorites for 1, Salute the Colonel, and 5, Second Mate.
And they're off. Whiskey and Roses off a step slow. Marshaletti was first to break the line, moving to challenge is Bad to the Core. Second Mate away in the top flight. Something's Tappin's on the outside. Then Whiskey and Roses, and at the rail goes the favorite Salute the Colonel. Grand Nanuko is last of all as they charge around the far turn for the first occasion. With the advantage Bad to the Core as he tries to slacken the pace, Whiskey and Roses, who was slow into stride, has been roughed up early as he's now 3 wide and on the move to the top. Marshaletti has settled down behind the top 2. In between horses, that's Something's Tappin', then Second Mate, Jairo Rendon, and the favorite Salute the Colonel second last with about a lap to go, and the trailer is Grand Nanuko. The opening quarter was 27-1 as they come by us for the first time. They have 1 lap left to go here. Up on the outside, Whiskey and Roses. Down at the inside, it's Bad to the Core. Marshaletti is on from third. Something's Tappin' is fourth. Back to fifth is Second Mate. Unhurried at this juncture is Salute the Colonel, riding the rail while second last, and the trailer is still Grand Nanuko. 51-4 for the opening half miles. They swing to the clubhouse turn. With the advantage, Bad to the Core and Jaramillo by a half a length. Whiskey and Roses is there second. Marshaletti is now third. Back to fourth and Something's Tappin'. Second Mate's had a good run of it. So is Salute the Colonel. And the trailer is Grand Nanuko. 3/4 and 16-3 as they have less than 6 furlongs to run, and into the backstretch they go. Whiskey and Roses now has the lead by a neck. Bad to the Core is right back at him from second. Marshaletti is third. Second Mate is fourth. Looking for racing room is the betting favorite Salute the Colonel. He's in the pink cap down inside. He's patiently handled at this stage. He'll need to find a way out as Something's Tappin's got Second Mate boxed in at this time, and Grand Nanuko is last. They won a mile in 1:41-3. They're inside half a mile from home. Second Mate's going to get first run. He's on the attack 3 wide as Whiskey and Roses maintains a narrow lead. From the inside, Marshaletti wants racing room. Now Jairo has racetrack for Salute the Colonel. He's feeding it to him 4 wide on the outside. Salute the Colonel on the march now as they move to the top of the stretch. Less than 1/4 mile to go. Salute the Colonel has come away with the lead. Bad to the Core, Whiskey and Roses, Grand Nanuko from last. 1/8 of a mile left to go. Salute the Colonel out in the center of the course still has the lead by 2.5. Marshaletti rallies, so does Grand Nanuko from way back. Grand Nanuko charges it, Salute the Colonel. Salute the Colonel almost there. Grand Nanuko can't get Salute the Colonel. Grand Nanuko with a good run from way out of it for second, third, Second Mate, fourth is Marshaletti in 2:28-3.
Number 1, Salute the Colonel gets the job done under a perfect ride from Jairo Rendon. He put the son of Colonel John into the clear, turning for home. Salute the Colonel proved too tough for the competition. He's a very honest racehorse, and he gets the job done for Patricia Generazio and trainer Joe Orsino. Jairo Rendon on board. Number 2, Grand Nanuko took a step forward here today, tried stakes caliber runners. He's good right now with a great second. Time for a commercial break. We'll be right back.
Whether you're at home or at the track, have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
Back now for race number 11 on the program. First half of the Elite Daily Double. Allowance optional claiming horses try 7 furlongs over the main track. A field of 8 signed on. Favorites included 1, Polar Jet, and 7, Iced Tea.
And they're off. Kind of a bobbling beginning for Polar Jet at the back. It was a good beginning for Iced Tea, who makes the lead from first and 3, who's on the outside second. Away in 30 is Squeeze Adios. Down at the inside, Polar Jet with Starship Apollo. Far outside goes Color Me Pom Pom. Lennox is at the back with Glory of Florida. Down the backstretch they go, 5/8 left to run, and it's Iced Tea and Jaramillo in front to half a length. From the outside, first and 3 keeps the pressure on second, Starship Apollo third. Far outside and Color Me Pom Pom a joint fourth, alongside Squeeze Adios, then Polar Jet and Glory of Florida, and Lennox is last. Less than half a mile to go as they kick to the far turn. Ice-T only had to go 23 seconds for the opening quarter speed, and he still has the lead. On the outside, Starship Apollo is a joint second, but driven between first and 3. At the rail and squeeze adios. Polar Jet's got an awful tall task ahead of him as time ticking away, less than 5/16 to go. Advantage to Ice-T. Jaramillo gives him some more rain. He gets a response and leads by 2. Toward the inside, that squeeze adios. Coming on from last is Gloria Florida, and they're at the top of the stretch. They went 46 seconds for the opening half mile. There's an eighth of a mile from go home, and it's all about Ice-T. Nothing better than a cool Ice-T on a Sunday or a Thursday in South Florida. 4th of July means Ice-T. He's a gate-to-wire winner. He won by 5. Second squeeze adios, third, first, and 3. Gloria Florida finished 4th in 1:22.1.
Number 7, Ice-T, got left alone up front, and when you leave a horse alone over the Gulfstream Park main track, more often than not, you pay for it. And the field did here as Misael Jaramillo gets his 4th winner of the afternoon from Mary Epler and the Flying Pheasant Farm. Ice-T on 4th of July. We go to the 12th and final race now, a 5-furlong claiming event, maiden claiming event, in fact. They're on the turf here. 2-year-old fillies took center stage, scratched the 5 and the 12. The favorite was the 8, Patty Heaney.
And runners away. Ray's Red Rocket was slow to start. Quick to start was Strandioro, who fires to the top from Lucky to Have My Vicky, who's away in second. Up on the outside, Hurricane Lorne is now third. Music City Wolf drives at the rail to be 4th. Away in 5th is RC Smoke. Then it's Remarkable Silver and Patty Heaney out wide on the course, and Dakota Beach third last. Second last, Ray's Red Rocket, and Gia is last of all as they fly around the far turn. Putting up the numbers, Semi Camacho and Strandioro in front to half a length. Looking for room is Music City Wolf at a huge price. Circling horses is RC Smoke. Into gear, Patty Heaney weaving through traffic pretty nicely, and they're at the top of the stretch. Here comes RC Smoke bidding to give Jaramillo 5 on the card. Toward the rail, Music City Wolf. Down the center, Patty Heaney. Inside that final furlong, it's RC Smoke who has the lead. Here's Patty Heaney lifting late. Music City Wolf is through on the fence. Music City Wolf trying to get RC Smoke. It's RC Smoke. Jaramillo for 5 on the card. RC Smoke in 58-4.
Mary Epler and Misael Jaramillo complete a sweep of the late daily double as number 6, RC Smoke, gets the job done. As Mary Epler gets the training duties for the first time here this afternoon, claimed last time out. The daughter of Lee for the money, Flying Pheasant Farm, and Mary Epler Racing, the winning owners. 1, Music City Wolf with a good try second. 8, Patty Heaney had to settle for third. Lots of winning favorites in the Rainbow Six triggers a carryover going forward to Friday of more than $40,000.
12 up, 12 down on this 4th of July. I want to wish everybody a happy and safe Independence Day for sure. Back at it here tomorrow afternoon, a holiday weekend, Friday, July 5th, a Twilight Friday at that, with the first race post of about 2:20 Eastern. Don't forget the Stronach 5, and we'll see you tomorrow right here on Thoroughbred Action.
America, sweet America, you know,